Hello and welcome back. Now then, I have had time to think about what I said last time, and I have been approached by a charity, a local charity, a big one, and I'm going to write a cheque for 228,349, which is the cost of the windfall that we had. So, with no further ado, cheque written, and that's our books are now straight where they should be. As much as it was fantastic, it was never my intention to do that. And when the heady success of what had happened had sunk in, I thought, nah, I'm not having it. I am always sort of quite strict with myself on this. It's the same as the toys and the collectibles. I did it on Calmsden. I had a massive 300 and something thousand, I think I had, and in the end I made myself a debt, because although it's fantastic, and it is, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, it really is, and if you were playing as a lot of people play, yeah, that might not alter the way that you play your game very much at all, but for me it means that it's totally altered. We have got to where we've got now, right now, 136,083. The one thing I am not including in that was the stone crusher. We may have to place one again, so if I've got that money, then I will be replacing it out of my cash. Everything else, all those four silage clamps, 45,069 each, and 48,073 for the weighing station that I got reimbursed. I have literally sent that cheque off to the local charity that covers that exact amount, if you get my drift. Yes, so we are now at where we should be. We've still cleared our debts. We've still got all of the fields that we wanted. We've still placed the thing. The only thing we've not done is the equipment. Now this is leaving me in a little bit of a tighter spot than I wanted, but we've got almost everything. I know what we're going to do. Tractors. Now then, I'm going to try something new. These are modded as well. I wanted to try these. These are very, very new as well. Just make sure I've actually got them in. Now, is it the eye? Or is it past that? Oh, I think it was the Hurleyman. No, it wasn't. I've tried all of those and they are fantastic. Just checking, just making sure that I'm not. Got a minute. I'd forgotten about you. That's right, it was this one. All my life. I want to take it up to the max horsepower it can though. And a quick engine max. Yeah, it is 81 horsepower. It's not going to be a massive, obviously we know it's not going to be super duper. You wouldn't expect it for that. But yeah, I'm trying to highlight some of the fantastic little modded tractors. So yeah, we'll keep it as it is actually. I quite like that. Right, that's tractor number 2. Oh, I've not reset it again. Oh. Okay, I'm going to do what I don't normally do, because to be honest, everybody knows I hate resetting, but this time it's through a mechanic, not through me giving in. Right, smashing. So, little Hurleyman. Little Hurleyman. No, that's what I was going to... Why, that is tiny. Oh, I do like that. Let's move some space out, because I have a feeling that, oh my life, that's David and Goliath or what? Why, could you even pull that? I believe you can. I do. Yeah, just... Oh, need to do a bit of repair work. Right, so for light tasks like windrowing or even as the mower, now that's the next thing I've got to buy. I'm going to buy 2 of them, I am, because this is going to be going into this in a big way, so I love these bat wings, and you can also mulch with them as well. Yeah, 2 of these, and we are going to go for lights, and we don't want the mulch at the minute. Right, so 2 mowers. Now we're gonna go, yeah, again we're gonna have to shift them out of the way. Will we get another tractor in there? I know what we'll do. We do. Yeah, we need to repair this lot. Nearly there, but it's not a lot. I think one more tractor, and I think we'll keep a little bit of money as our rainy day, so we need to repair. So 2 of those. We've got a built-in windrower, and we've got our baler apple. We've got all of our loading equipment. We've got our extractor for doing that. So I think we're in business. Yeah, anything more? It's just repairing now, I reckon. And one more tractor, and then that is it. So I'm going to choose another modded tractor. Just again, it's to highlight the mods. It's, yeah, I could easily. Just hoping that actually works with it. Picking it up is one thing, but it really is only 0.5 bigger. Now we're really going to need to stick that on a trailer, aren't we? We'll do so as well. Might actually, I hate header trailers, but might actually, yeah, I think we've got to. Right, so then, second tractor. Again, it's not going to be a beast. Should I go for, no, we've had the fence. I love the fence GT, and it is a perfect 4 square bales. Its front bar pushes them really well, but no, I'm just trying to like not have the same tractors all the time. It will be featured again because it is a firm favourite, but I'm trying to give other things a bit of limelight as well. The modded tractors, never ever had that. But I tell you what I did want, and it was one of the, yeah, the 150 horsepower one though. A bit of a weird shape. Ah, now that's right. They can put a 3-point link on. Yeah, striving, and what does striving mean? What on earth does that mean? Okay. No, we've got too much red. Yeah. What on earth is the red on that? Is it the seats? No. Okay. Not sure. So much so that I think we're going to stick it back to what it was because it's free and I don't see what the red was doing anyway. So right, anyway, that'll 34 for. Yeah, we've got one with the front loader attacher. Right, so then, I was interested in that, but I may. Wow, 120 horsepower. We may well come back for this one. Again, can't, no front. It's got some sort of attacher at the front. Right, the one thing I am going to do though, I'm going to correct that, which is we're going to stick the. I have tried this as well. I've already tried this tractor with this very mod. In fact, there are 2 front. There's the. I will spit the words out. There's the original front lifter by Pepe 978. And there is also a Massey one as well, which front hydraulic. Obviously, it does actually work with other things, but yeah, it's. I'm going to stick to the one that's not supposed to be going for a Massey. So I think we will have it as black as well. Right, let's go grab that tractor and stick that on. Ooh, I like the sound of that, and it's not too noisy either. It's not a Fiat Agri. It's not. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I have to have a weight on the front for this to work. I can't remember. I don't think I did. No. Smash in. We have converted it and we have a front lifter. So we have a tractor. And it's quite fast as well, which is quite nice. That's something I didn't take notice of the little one. Actually, see how fast it is or slow. It's the only thing with the cheap ones, they tend to be really slow and I hate that. But if it's just around the yard or just for cutting grass in our fields, it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's just have a look. Let's see how fast you are. Oh, 35. That's, yeah, is that about 20, 21 miles an hour? So it is slow, but yeah, I can live with that. Right, so we are now at the grand total. We have our starting lineup. Yes, and I've got to hope, the one thing I have got to say is I've got to hope that this can pull that, or we really seriously are going to have to get ourselves straight into debt and get a bigger tractor. Now, I do know what I would go for. I truly do. Having had this on the Old Stream farm, and I know it's repeating one thing, but it is not only how good it is, I dub it the Vale King. Yeah, and I'll show you what it is. It is super duper for, I think it's under medium. It's high medium. I'm sure it is. And it is the Traction King, so 70 grand. So we'd get ourselves into a little bit of debt, and I would go straight for the biggie, which is 89,000 for 300 horses. And it is a beautiful tractor. Its four-wheel steering is absolutely phenomenal. It's like super duper. It can turn on a dime, so it makes an ideal baling tractor, and that's why I'm having it. Not because, yeah, I've got some new ones. I've not gone for everything that I want, the Fendt and that. I've gone for completely different tractors. I've got a front loader on that one, so again, we might use that as a bit of a lifter, or even if it was just a lifter and we left it at the shop. We're not. I'm going to use it, but what I mean is, yeah, if that won't work with the our tractor, which we should be doing next session. This is the beginning of that session. I'm stopping the recording now because I've already had a monster session, but I wanted to put this as an addendum because of what I said last time, that I was going to keep all that money. So that's now gone to charity, and we are exactly where we should be on this Let's Play through our own efforts and our partnership with Missy B, and yeah, basically all of the other mod makers who have got us where we are today. Yeah, we've got Black Sheep Modding here and other modders as well. No Name, and yeah, there's quite a few. I've got to do better at that. Even Giants has a representation here. Thank you very much, Giants. This is an absolute amazing, as is the sales. You have done that. That is an amazing feature. Do love that. Definitely. So we're here by the sales, and we've got some decent equipment. A brand new bale trailer, which I've tried and tested. Decent. We have now a complete setup with 2 mowers. So yes, I'm very, very happy. Next session we'll get this lot all down to our new yard, which we'll just have a quick wander around, just to sort of remind ourselves where it is. And yeah, because I do love that. Can we visit? We can. Brilliant. I didn't realise you could do that at the slurry yard. Yeah. We placed everything. The one thing I would like to do is I would like to place our own BGA. I would, because if we're in the grass business, it makes sense. And we would have to see if there's any weird corners in any of our new fields. In fact, I suppose we could make this an extra session just for a few minutes without actual work, just to see if there is any. Now, this is the one field, Mr. Smith, that you haven't bought. This is the big one. Yeah. Yeah, 52 to the left. That's right, this one. Yeah, we're just going to check them out, because the little BGA we could stick if there's a weird corner. Sometimes weird shapes or something lends itself to the. Don't want it too far away. Yeah, 52 is too good a shape. It's too square. This is probably, in my opinion, the best of all of the fields that we've got. The weird one is the one across the road. The one that I did say had got a strange shape. It probably lends itself more than anything to being the BGA. Although I would have preferred if it was on hand, but yeah, it is what it is. We always said this was the yard, but it is a grass field, so we can cut the grass. Right, I think this is one of ours. It is. This is the one I'm thinking. 72 is a nice shape, but it has got a bit of a weird thing down that edge. But I don't think it's good enough to waste. I seriously don't. I suppose we can. It does allow you to do this, even if not to actually, because we couldn't afford it, we'd have to get into debt for it. So it was a production, and it's the little tiny one. That one there, 55. it doesn't take up much room either. Ah, that's it. It's got to go that way round. I suppose really that is a weird shape down there. It almost lends itself to that little sort of triangle, because you're not going to get much out of the triangle. You don't need... I did think those doors were storage, but they're not. They're really not. You only need the front on this. I have just placed it on the Oldstream farm, so yeah, I think actually, funnily enough, it lends itself just to there. Yeah, this field, as much as I said it was a weird shape, actually it's alright. It's better in the flesh than it is... Although, there's 2 gates there, that's never gonna... I would prefer it closer. Yeah, I think there. Because you've always got that wasted space when you run across somewhere, when you need 2 gates, a bit like 2 doors in a room. It always does lend itself to that kind of... Yeah, it's weird though. I don't know. Can I do it this way? I need to see the back of it, I think. I think I still prefer it where I first said, if I'm honest. Yeah, it juts out too much, I think. Yeah, I do. I think it's perfect for that place, if I'm honest, so I reckon that's where it's going. Now then, I know it's only single gates there as well. That's the only bad thing. In some ways, I think I'm being silly. I think access is what I've got to be talking to ourselves about. Got to do the same as we did with the slurry yard, I think. Which is... Will that fit in there? We know it wouldn't, the slurry yard wouldn't, but... No, not without going into unrealistic things. I don't want to leave any tightness either. I suppose we could stick it right next door, which also aids to have absolutely no movement whatsoever. We could do it like that, angled. Let's just, yeah, let's angle ourselves, because it is a weird angle anyway, this field. I did say that, that's why the need to be behind it like that, I think, to get the angle right. Right, okay, that's the right angle. Then we also need to be there. Yeah, that's not going to intrude on the slurry yard at all, and it's also going to mean that you really have not got to go far to grab your digester. You could actually probably lean your thing on both and get both, which again is an absolute bonus. That's where it's going. It is. It's access. It has got to be in a good place. So that's what we're going to do. We are literally going to next session. Ooh, couldn't have done that if I'd have tried. Yeah, next session we should cut all of our grass and we should create some silage bales. First time that we do that. Ooh, that is a point. Yeah, we are going to need to borrow money and get ourselves in debt again to place that, because otherwise we can't... We know we've just sold the BGA back, haven't we? The monster. We're not going through that again, and I'm not doing that. We're going to literally treat ourselves. We're going to have one built, a small one, just personally for us and anybody else who wants to use it. I don't mind it being another business. It is a production. But yes, I think that's what we're going to do. So we will get a little bit into debt, because we're going to need that. Probably 10,000-15,000 in debt to place that mod, but we'll make that back as soon as we have silage. I'm hoping to do that in one session, to cut all of our fields and bale them. That's what I'm hoping in one session. We should be able to cut them very quickly with having 2 mowers. We'll have to hit each field with 2 mowers, and then we shall hit the well, we're going to try. That's the point. You see, this could go 2 ways. It could go that we find out that the tractor isn't capable of using that, and then we're going to be in a world of hurt. We're going to be minus 120,000, but I know we can make the money. It would only probably take 1 or 2 rounds. It's only February. We can start to cut the grass. We can cut it now. This is last year's growth, but it won't grow again. I think it's March it starts to grow. So April is the first month that you see any kind of growth. If we cut it now, though, it will... I suppose it gives us a month for it to ferment. I'm not sure what growth stage this is. I think we're going to sleep through till next month, if I'm honest. Let's have a look. What can I remember? Yeah, I can. Ooh, hang on, that wasn't there. The Dewport. That was not there. No, we've got too much at stake already. Right, we are going to sleep till the morning. We are. We're not going to do any work for now. Yeah, 9 o'clock. I want to see the growth stage, and you can't see it with the frost on it. I might even take it till April. I want it to be full growth. Ooh, yeah, I can't fertilise it anyway. Not now. It's already grown past the first growth stage. Now that looks like second growth stage to me, unless the grass is different on this. No, it isn't, because I've seen it. Yeah, this is right. So it should grow in 1 month to the full growth stage. Well, it was fertilised before, actually. That's good. What about you? Oh wow, absolutely. Right, so we're going to literally take this to April. And we're going to go to 8 o'clock, so it's getting lighter now. Now, I'm not being... but we are still being hit for maintenance. Like, that was the one thing I did notice, was the fact we're being clobbered for property maintenance. There's no way, surely, that those buildings are costing that. They're not. 2,577, that's got to be the biogas still clobbering me for some reason. We don't own you anymore, so why are you still clobbering me? Right, this is one thing I was going to mention, actually, in my defence, about the... we really ought to give me, for all of the months that we had it, because it was charging me for, well, that exorbitant amount. I think it should be, let's have a quick look. I think just to tell you the maintenance for the productions. I can never work this out. How to find the information page. Selling points? No, it's not selling points. It is actual productions themselves. Factories. No, it doesn't tell you, does it? It does not tell you how much. There is a screen you can pull up, and I never remember it. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, this is full growth stage. Right. Yeah. What we're gonna do is I will give myself for each of those months fairly the 2,000 that it's taking off me for not owning the biogas anymore, which I shouldn't be paying that anymore. It's a game glitch, so we're gonna have to basically pay that back for each of the months. So that is, I'll have to look in editing. I think it was October when we bought it, maybe even earlier. So October, November, December, January, February, March, now April. That's 7 months times 2,000. We'll have to see what it is tomorrow. I think it was 2,000. No, we can do it much better than that. It does tell you your maintenance on the money tab, doesn't it? Yeah, 2,846. So 7 times 2,846. Now, does it? Yeah, it does vary very slightly by month to month. But yeah, we're being clobbered for that, and we shouldn't be. So it's unfortunately going to have to be an adjustment every single day. So 7 times is almost 21 grand. If we say 7 times 2 for the minute is... no, I'll work it out properly. I will, and next session we'll add it. That actually will pay for the placement of the biogas plant, the mini one. So we can do that, and we can at least be a self-sufficient business with a production. Yeah, I think we should just about be able to afford it, and then we can literally go our own sweet way. So yeah, this is what we're going to do next time. Fully grown grass. Cut all those fields. Looks like they're all fully fertilised. Let's have a quick look. Being as this is a chatty session. Yeah. Yeah, you can't tell anymore. The old FS19 was much better at this. It showed you ready to harvest in 2 stages for grass on purpose. It was like stage 2 when it was normal, and then it went to the super duper, which was this bright orange. So it had like a yellowy orange and then a really bright orange. Grass now, because you can harvest it from stage 1, always shows the same boring thing. Hopefully Giants will address this so that we can again tell what stage the grass is in by just looking at the harvest date. Anyway, yes, we are now definitely, I know by looking at the grass, that is full growth. So we should chop all of our fields next time. We shall bale them and we shall wrap them and we shall place... Yeah, once I've put that money back in, which is nearly about 20 odd grand, that will actually put us up to enough money for wages and any incidentals, and get all of our stuff, hit the fields, and we're in business, in the grass business temporarily until we... The other one thing I am going to say, I have done this before, did this on my Greenwich Valley. When we went out the grass business, I ripped my fields up and I made them to normal fields. We shall probably do the same again. Yes, grass doesn't need to remain grass, as we all know, but sometimes people forget that. So yes, these will be our normal fields once we've... yeah. And we shall go from there. We will, of course, keep some grass fields. I might always keep... Let me just... Yeah, 54, I think, will always be our grass field. Yeah, 72, we're going to stick... No, we're not now. We said that. Yeah. In fact, no, actually, thinking about it, 72, 70, I think they will remain our grass fields forever, and 69 has got to because of its yard, so that's 3 grass fields. 52 and 54 will be our first traditional fields once we have pumped our business, probably for a year. I'm aiming for, I reckon, this year. I think you get 3 cuts, because obviously you get the time that the silage is going off. So yeah, it's 3 cuts in a year, I'm sure it is, with seasons, that you get the full growth stage. I'm going to cut it at full growth, and yeah, and then we'll see it from that. I think in a year we will have made enough money to... I mean, we've already got the harvester, we know this, but yeah, I think we'll have made enough money to... because we probably need bigger equipment maybe, or... we shall see. Yeah, but that's what I'm aiming for, within a year, hopefully, or next year, that we start. Yeah, because we're going to need fields, to be honest, aren't we? Although we've got 2 starter fields. With seasons, that's not enough. You can only, on English maps, sow once a year. So, yeah, I'd like to keep this around us. So, let's look at field prices. Yeah, there's some really good prices. I mean, this is really... That's 250 odd thousand for those that we would have to rustle up in a year if that's what we're aiming for. So yes, we have got targets to hit, even if our tractor team is full, which I don't think it is. I think we're going to need bigger. Maybe the Traction King, you know, yeah, definitely. Anyway, I've waffled enough. I think this is an addendum or a new session just to point us. I always find these, I call them the brainstorming sessions. I mean, we have got our base now. Definitely, I love this. I think it's amazing. It's, yeah, we've got this slurry yard. We will be placing the BGA next time, cutting all of our grass and going from there. Now then, I need to place that first. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to literally just grab 20,000, and that's good enough for me. I know it's more than that, but 20,000 for that, 3 times that 7 months at that amount, and then we're going to quickly place that, because otherwise, if I don't do this now, what's going to happen is I'm going to get bits of grass that are going to stop me from doing this, which is a shame, because obviously I could right, so then we want, where did that, did say next door, and that, do you think that's right? Now I must remember that thing's got a bobble at the back, but also, right, we need to twizzle around so the dome... Oh! No! Right, I'm going to have to not save this. I'm going to have to literally jump out without saving, and yeah, I shall be back shortly. Right, let's do that again, but this time with speed. So, money to our charity. Minus 228,349. Pay ourselves the money that is being taken from our account plus 20,000. Smashing. Tractors to be bought. I've reset the thing and then I thought, no, come on, you always said you're not going to do this without people watching, so let's do this with speed this time and less chatter. Right, so we're going to go for, what is that one? Stick to exactly as it is, and yeah, I'm happy with that. And is that the right? Yes, it is 150. And we also want the little tiny Zeta. Yeah. That is the most, and we want the front loader attacher, the quick attachers. Also want the proper 3 points. 18,500 is absolutely spot on. Now we want to, yeah, that is true. We need to shift out some stuff, or no, I think we can do it, if I'm honest. I do. I want two mowers. I think that's it. I'm trying to think. So 2 of those. So the Zeta, and that, yes, I think that's everything we did buy. So now we're left with 72,262. Now that looks right. Now I'm going to save this in case this goes wrong again. Yes, we're going to visit the slurry yard and we're going to try this a second time. This time without, I don't know what happened there. I really don't. Obviously I must have clicked the button. It is all me. I know that, but we also went on to April, but let's put this down now and then we'll just scoot through. So, that reminds me, yeah, that is true. Yeah, the minuses we're going to receive, obviously we're not reimbursing ourselves until after April. Hopefully this, whatever this bug is caused by the BGA, hopefully will be fixed. But for now, let's carry on with business as usual. We can make manual adjustments of that every day. Now let's, this time, see if we can get this in a better position. That should be not far off. I'm glad I've saved it though, because if this is wrong, the worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to stick that jutty out thing through the back. I think that's not bad. It's 1,000 more, so there's not an awful lot of... He says, oh my life, you were saying? Now on paper that shouldn't have done that. I do hate this new placement of things on top of each other malarkey. Never would have done that before. That's ridiculous. That was shown as almost perfectly flat. Ah, yeah, that's not the end of the world. I can live with that. Yeah, I did expect a tiny bit of bleed. That's not bad. I've seen far worse than that, but we do need to be fixing that bit of awfulness that's happened there. Otherwise, I will be getting out and trying this again. But yeah, I think you get the gist of what we're doing. Right, so landscaping. Oh, I've got to hope it does smooth, or I'm going to have to do this, aren't I? Soften tool is really weird. Does not work as you'd expect it to. It's definitely strange. Yeah, it has softened. Got to give it its due. We just need to do this front edge to make it believably. I always think it looks different as well when you're actually physically on it. I don't want the sell points to be mucked around with too much. Let's have a look at that. Think it looks much. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not perfect, but yeah, I can live with it. It's not done anything strange. Yeah, it's got a nice curve going down, not horrible. The no field is ever perfectly flat. Yeah, I can live with that. So there we go. 15,621. We have our own production, which we are going to switch on, even though there's nothing in it at present, because I know I'm going to forget. The thing I love about this is well, it also accepts straw, which is nice to know. When we go into traditional farming, we will, unless we get animals. I've not ruled animals out. I haven't gone into animals in a massive way, but we have our first production in year 2. Now we are going to speed time up to where we were in April. We'll stick it on 8. We will not look at the sales. Mind you, no, it's random. That's allowed. It is. If there was something super duper, why should you? We've had to repeat this because of. I'm not going to say this is down to game mechanics. It's just caused by a weirdness. No, did that? Yeah, it did. It is still taking that money off us. It is random. How much? Yeah. No, we need a. No. We shall pass, and should be at full growth stage this time, and that is hopefully where we're going to leave it now. We've placed everything and we are in business with our new production. Excellent, and that is where we are, and we've paid ourselves already for that. Whatever that minus is, why it's causing that, I don't know, but yeah, it's a new map. It really is. That looks okay. I'm quite chuffed with that. Our grass is grown, so next time, as already said, so I'm not going to keep on waffling, we're going to cut our grass and get on with this business. So that is where I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue on this exciting journey. I never would have dreamt that we would be at this position now. That has sort of been a dream set of contracts and conditions that have led us to this thing, as well as not just the Mississippi though. It's not just that. That is the icing on the cake, but it wasn't the cake itself. It definitely wasn't the only reason we got to where we got to. So yes, not just down to a mod, but obviously our partnership with Mississippi is a big factor, but not the only one. Anyway, I am going to say goodbye for now.